Hello, dear people. So I'm greeting you from my home office today. We are going to talk about film angels. I mean, we need these kind of sounds to introduce FilmAngels.com. They helped financing Green Book as well, funding the Silicon Valley way. Take a look. So, Film Angels and Thomas, aka Kubomas, with whom I've been fortunate to travel across California. Dear people, I have also this kind of a thing that I ordered California Adventuring with Kubo that you can see also here on the link in the description. Riding, for example, a Google bicycle around Google campus during coronavirus, risking our lives, but everything was closed, so yeah, you can see as well. And tune in for the next happening in California for the next Film Angels event, which is happening pretty soon. And you need to contact Film Angels for more details for that. And bye! Greetings. We have a request to introduce some of the people that had been pitching to Film Angels throughout the years of their operations globally, and especially in Silicon Valley and Los Angeles. Studio people that you might also recognize from media, various directors, writers, Hollywood actors, as well as Tim Draper. Action.
So, first, it's a great honor to be here. I love the concept of Architects of a New Dawn. It's very interesting. You've got a lot going on there. Now, on the other hand, I wanted to know what this new dawn really looks like. And how does it feel about entrepreneurship? How does it feel about competition? How does it feel about capitalism? Because I feel that this group really certainly understands all three of those: company ownership, things that help drive people in different ways, other than the naturally creative way that they can all be driven. So I'll leave that with you.
I believe in God bless the child, Billie Holiday. Don't take more than you put in. I think about imagining. Well, we imagine, I imagine all this, believe it or not, or most of it, when I was in Mission High School. And people say, well, what are you going to do when you get out of high school? I said, I'm going to play with Michael Bloomfield and Eric Clapton. People started laughing, and it's like, but it's important that you believe in your inner conviction, your inner voice, because it will not disappoint you, because it's not chance, luck, or fortune, or fate, or anything like that. It's a grace.
We're here to present our film, which is an adaptation of a National Award nominated novel called Soul. It also won an award, a Quill Award. It's a book written by Patricia McCormick about, next slide, about a girl named Lakshmi, who's 13. She lives in a little village up in the, oh, thank you. Testing. It's about a girl named Lakshmi who is 13, and she lives in the Himalayas in Nepal. And her family is very poor, and her stepfather story is based on a real girl, and she represents one of about 20,000 girls that are trafficked every year, 15 to 20,000 girls.
Thank you again. As you know, all of us really long, deep down inside of us, to do our best to uplift, transform, and illumine consciousness in this planet, especially at this time where fear is all pervasive. We aspire to create first a movie, to invite other people to participate with us, so that we can, the ultimate goal is, again, is to create a 24-hour TV channel called the Sacred Channel, that each hour is assigned and designed to change people's perception about themselves. I call it rearranging molecular structure, so that people will invest more in love and joy instead of fear, because fear is in every channel right now, satellite and cable, and it's very boring, predictable, and very destructive. So we do have a vision to complete this movie. The 6 minutes that you saw is just the beginning. It's like the tip of the arrowhead, because we do like to pierce people's hearts in a positive way. And we long to complete this movie that invites humanity to claim our inheritance. I long to just turn the TV and see babies being born and focus on their eyes, purity and innocence. I want to see a channel where they give me 1 hour, or we give them 1 hour, of just pure excellence, pure genius. Wayne Shorter, Coltrane, Stravinsky, Miles Davis, Da Vinci, and of course many Mother Teresa. There's many forms of being what a genius is, male and female and males, and how we can all of us. The goal for us, when it's all said and done, is to invite people to create a masterpiece of joy out of your life. Every single person on this planet, where we can do away with the victim mentality and the villain mentality, and truly we can create a masterpiece of joy out of our lives. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you, Carlos, for joining us and blessing us today with everything. We are architects of a new dawn. My name is Adam Fowles. And did everybody get a chance to see the 6-minute piece? I hope so. Great. And all of you are at Google. So we're going to do an abridged version where we get a little more into detail. Diane is going to talk to you just a little bit about the vision, and then we're going to get to the nuts and bolts. So here's Diane for you.
Thanks, Anna. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming again over here, too. Great that you were out at Google today. It's pretty exciting for all of us. Some folks here from Google, Alan, some others. Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate that, too. Just really briefly, I talked a bit about what an architect was today. What is an architect of a new dawn for those that weren't over there? But that really, truly, the consciousness that I talked about was that it's, when you get to a certain point in life and you just absolutely know that you are responsible for what you think, what you say, and what you do. And that when you take that responsibility and you know that the world you're creating around you, the world you see, the world you experience, is coming from inside of you, then you want to do something about it. And so you can see we have a very multi-generational team here, and that's very intentional, so that we can really cross the spans. And Architects of a New Dawn is at the core. We do a lot of things. We're working on not only the film modules, the feature film we're going to talk about tonight, but really looking at how we can stream in through the many channels in the internet and the web world to bring this content around the world. Also looking at the social network site that we have, live events, sponsorships, etc. But the core message of the film that Sandra's going to talk about tonight, and John and Michael, the core message is that the personal as well as the collective choices that we make today will absolutely create the world that we live in tomorrow. And once we know that, once we own that, we realize that we actually can change the world, that it's not just light rhetoric. We actually have a way to do it, a vehicle to do it. And so, the film, we want to create a film that expands conscious choices so that it will elevate individuals to a place where their human communication shifts, their decision-making expands, and that what they think, what they say, what they do will have effects around them in a very positive way. So I'm not going to talk about the details of that. That's going to come from Sandra Hay. And Sandra, by the way, is our lead person on the film that you saw today. we all had a hand and probably too many voices in expressing, putting it together, but Sandra is our director of the film. So Sandra Hay, she's going to talk about a synopsis of the film and also the focus of it. Thanks, Sandra.
She's so eloquent, huh? How about Diane? My God. Hi, everybody. I think, is there anybody that wasn't here this afternoon at Google? Just a couple of people. Okay. Because I think this afternoon we sort of hopefully laid the groundwork of the larger perspective of what Architects of a New Dawn is about. And within it are a variety of different projects, and the film is a leading project that will sort of be the master.
I'd like to thank Thomas Tranker and the FilmAngels in San Francisco for arranging this, and for DFJ in San Francisco for hosting it. We've got my producing partner, Heather Ray, and Matt Smith, star of My Golden Year, and of course, Doctor Who. We're excited to tell you a little bit about the movie that we hope to start shooting December. Heather will give you a little synopsis of what the movie's about.
Okay. My Golden Year was written by a fantastic writer, Samantha Silva, and the director, Stephanie Smith, is an English filmmaker that's based here in Los Angeles, who is a first-time feature director, an AFI graduate, and a really interesting and smart filmmaker, a visionary in her own right. The story is actually loosely based on a New Yorker article about people who jump off the Golden Gate Bridge to commit suicide, and if they survive the jump, they're cured of wanting to commit suicide. That was the thing that actually inspired Sam to write the script. And that being said, it really has nothing to do with that, but that was sort of the genesis and the original sort of seed.
We made the movie in 1993. We shot it in 1993, which means 15 years ago. I had hair then. Making the movie put a stop to that. And it's kind of shocking that it's been that long. Wow. We shot it in Ohio, at a giant empty prison in Mansfield, Ohio. And there were some sets mixed in with that equation, like the giant cell block with 200 cells. That was actually a set that we built there in Mansfield as well, in a warehouse. And it was an incredibly hot summer, and it was a great experience. What else can I tell you about it? We were nominated for 7 Academy Awards. We didn't win a stinking one because we got gumped. Ooh, oh, wow, geez, no love for Gump.
There's a movie that survived.
No love for Gump in the movie. Yeah, it swept everything that year, but that's okay. It was really a great experience to see it through, and it actually is an honor to be nominated. That's not bullshit. What else? What can I tell you about it? Is there any?
Tension. All right. Bye.